Welcome back to Only Friends. Dun, 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 the news.
I love this new intro.
I have a new lease on life.
We're back. You're like post-op like a week and a half.
Yeah.
I would say that's like a good number.
Yes, we recorded our podcast a week ago today, and I was like not doing well.
Unwell. Yeah, no, Carly's like running around doing splits at my house.
I feel great. I feel like Saturday was like the first day I felt like good.
Yeah.
And then Sunday got better. Now it's just getting better.
So basically like you never really experienced any like post-op pain. It was just like you felt lethargic and weird.
I would say the pain wasn't like, I had pain, but it wasn't like surge. I don't know how to explain it. It wasn't like I was grasping my stomach. Like
Sure,
it hurt
yeah.
so bad. It was just like for the first couple days, like first week, whenever I used my core to like sit up or do anything like that, that's
Compared
what really hurt.
to like period cramps.
Ooh. It's hard to compare because this is way scarier
Totally
to me because
different.
I'm like, I don't want to rupture anything.
Okay, yeah. But like pain wise.
I don't, it's too hard to compare.
Okay.
It doesn't really, I have no comparison for it. It's just different.
Got it?
It's like period cramps or like, well, I guess a
Cramps.
migraine is the same type of pain. Not same pain, but like you could kind of judge that, clump it in the same.
As a period cramp?
Like, not, I don't think they're the same, but I mean like it's to me, I feel like the only thing I can relate to is like a headache. So it's like, okay, well to me, those are easier to compare to each other than like my skin being sliced open.
Got it. Like talking about the pain in general.
Yeah, that took me 10 hours to get to. Yes.
I see what you're saying.
Yeah.
Because like someone who experiences migraines, I was like, they're nothing alike.
No, I mean, I'm sure migraines are way worse.
I understand like what you are saying.
Yeah. Like if I had two different surgeries, I could compare them.
That's fair.
I think that's what I was trying to say.
Well, I just meant like the pain level. So at least it's not like you did it.
I did it, and nothing even really hurts it. Like nothing against it really hurts
she
it.
whipped
I just
it out
showed her.
though.
I just showed her.
I was like, put it away. It's like all bruised.
I know.
It's funny because like you're so little.
It's kind of swollen right there too.
Yeah, that's what it was. I was like, I don't like the way it like flaps over like that.
I know.
Put it away.
And I think she thought it was like scabby, but it's from the
There's
bandage.
just like there's like a little lip on it.
Yeah, there were clear bandages over all of them, which I didn't realize the first couple days. I just
You're
thought
like
they
washing
were,
it.
No, I was like, why do they not bandage this?
Why
This
is my skin this way?
Literally. But then I could see it and I can like feel it, and it's supposed to like, they're like after about a week it'll start to like come off. So you're fine.
Perfect.
Yeah, they don't like take it off.
Can't even remember. I think mine might have been the same.
Probably. Yours was in one spot, right? In your pubis area.
Yes, I'm pretty sure.
That one is like
I
the
feel
least.
though they like did something with my belly button too.
Oh, probably. That's where they stick in the scope.
Yep.
I've watched appendectomy surgeries so much. I feel like I could perform the surgery.
Like over the since you got it done or pre?
Since because I've been so curious. I'm like, how? Like what?
Yeah.
I mean, I've watched.
Did you watch one from like the olden days?
Oh, no.
Because like I don't know like how long laparoscopic surgeries have been around.
At least 10 years. I know that.
Yeah.
But
So
that's
it's
it.
like pre that.
Yeah.
How much did they have to cut open your
I mean, they
stomach?
literally had to cut. So when you get an appendectomy, they don't cut anywhere near your actual appendix. It's on the appendix. It's on the other side and other places. But when you have
3?
yes.
Okay.
So I guess if it explodes, they have to perform like the real surgery.
Fucking yuck.
Yeah, they have to.
I don't like the word explode in
Okay.
terms of an
Rupture?
organ.
What's better?
No,
Rupture is scarier to me because it's medical.
I'm just like, that's so
Yeah.
freaky. Like that's exactly what it does. It just fucking explodes.
Yeah. Which, well, I'll get there in a second. But they cut right into it, like right in the area
How are
and
people
take it
doctors?
out. And I guess that's just how they used to do it that way. Because I remember Nolan said one of his parents, I think, had one and they had like a big scar there, which you'll just have your whole life. But luckily with the laparoscopic, they go away.
I wonder if my dad, his was laparoscopic. I'll have to ask.
Oh yeah, you should ask him. Were you like young when he had it or?
Yeah, I would say like 10 to 14.
Okay.
Hard to say.
Probably he got it. I don't know. I actually don't know how long they've been around, but I do know how to perform the
I
surgery.
know. Well, when I got mine done, she was like, okay, we're going to do it. It's called laparoscopically.
Oh.
So I was like, okay, is this like some new coming of age medicine thing that you're just going to try on me, or has this been around?
It's a new thing. We've never tried it. First time.
But that was great because my scar's like itty bitty.
Yeah.
But it's like annoying because it's still there.
It's still there.
Yeah.
Oh, I want to see after.
Yeah,
it's like on her vagina pretty much, so you guys can't
No,
see.
it's not.
Pubis area. Aaron!
Yeah, it's so weird. Yeah, it's right here.
Yeah, you're going to have to show me. Don't do it on here. I'll have to blur it out.
I'm like trying to.
Let me feel it. Yeah, put my finger on it.
Well, I'm so glad that you're feeling better. And I'm so happy that you get to live a stress-free life now.
Oh my God. Thank God. I had my one more thing and then I'm going to move on from this fucking appendix thing. But I had my follow-up today with the surgeon. And I will say it took me 8 minutes to get there. And the appointment was less time than the 8 minutes to get there. It was like 2 minutes. He just came in and looked at it and he was like, healing up great. That's pretty much it. And he said, congratulations, your appendix was one of the worst I've seen. It was gangrene, I guess. Gangrene. I don't like that word either. Was completely dead. And those are the ones that kill you quicker, I guess.
Were you like, how long could I have waited?
No, I don't think of these things. I did say, okay, here's what I was like, do you think it was infected for a long time? And he was like, probably. So I don't think they can really tell. It just, sometimes it happens
but what does
rapidly.
That mean? A long time, like a year or like
I don't
a month?
know. I want to call him and ask him more questions.
I should have just like, you should have made the appointment for when I would have been here and I could be like your mom.
I know.
I love like finding out that like medical stuff.
No, me too.
And when she told me that my dermoid cyst was like growing in me my whole life, like that's crazy. Disgusting.
And you're like, I was like 7 and had this.
Yeah. Well, it was probably really, really small, but yeah.
I mean, but still,
I know
that's crazy. And then I asked him, I was like, when can I start doing Pilates again? He was like, honestly, from now until a month, do anything, but if it starts to like bother you, then don't. And I was like, I'm just worried about something like ripping open. He's like, nothing's going to rip open. Yeah. So,
oh my God. Yeah. I'd be like, this is great. I don't have to do anything.
No, I miss it.
My trainer canceled on me on Friday and I'm like, oh, thank God.
This Friday? Oh.
Yeah, but I still have to go tomorrow.
Oh.
I know.
How? And it's going to be raining?
Oh, I forgot.
Maybe not in the morning. I haven't really looked that deep.
Yeah, no, it said like 80%, so I just assume it's the whole day.
Yeah.
That was a fucking nightmare.
Yeah, it needs to stop
raining. It rained
here.
the whole time I was in New York.
Oh my God. Yeah, Aaron literally just got home.
For the most part, it rained every day.
Yeah.
Or at least at some point. I did. I just got home, always just getting home.
I know.
But not all of April, baby. I am here.
Yeah. Okay, so next week, Patreon will have the episode on Monday. Our podcast.
Oh, next week's podcast.
Next week, yes.
I was confused because we are posting a bonus episode this week. It got
as well.
Slightly delayed because, Carly was healing and she needed to
I was like,
rest.
I could do it, but I didn't really want to do it.
Yeah. So I was like, we'll just record it and we'll post it next week.
Yeah. I was having like bad stomach issues that day too. So I was like, okay, I just need to like lay.
Yeah.
But yeah, how was your trip?
Fine.
Emo nights galore.
They were good. I went to Long Island for the first time.
How was it?
I loved it. However, I did not see much of it. We took like the Long Island Railroad, which was superb.
Oh.
Really easy to get to from New York City. And oh my God, I'm going to butcher this. All of the towns in Long Island, I like cannot pronounce. I believe it was called like, no, it's
worse.
I feel like they're all like named after like Native American tribes or something. So it's like very like Montauk.
Oh yeah.
That's Long Island. So they're all like kind of like that. So this one, oh my God, I'm so sorry for from Long Island. I'm also like, I misremembering, but it's like Wantagh or something like that. But spelled like GH and like very just like, I don't know. But so you get off the train and then literally from the train, maybe 50 feet across the street was where the venue of Emo Night was. So that was extremely convenient.
Nice,
and then like 2 doors down, I just looked and I was like, oh, there's like a little Irish pub. They definitely have shepherd's pie. Like I need to go in there and get shepherd's pie. So we did.
You scored some?
Carly, everyone was literally Irish. I feel like I was in Ireland.
Your homeland.
We got transported and we were like eating our meal and some like old like guy comes over. Like I would say he was between like 80 and 90 years old. And he just starts chatting with us and he's so sweet. And then he was like, oh yeah, like I've owned this place for 40 years. And we're chatting. We probably talked to him for 5 minutes. He left. And then he came back a little while later and was chatting with us again. And then he was just the sweetest man. His name is Mike Dunphy.
Oh my God. Slay Mike Dunphy. That sounds like a name I know for some reason.
Dunphy, if you watched Modern Family.
That's what it is.
Yeah.
Phil. Yes. Okay.
Really good job.
Thank you.
So proud of you.
Me too, honestly.
Oh, sorry, Paris.
Shook I did that. I knew that.
Just booted her. But so then our waitress is coming over and she was like, are you guys all set? Blah, blah, blah. And we were like, yeah, we're all done. And she was like, okay, well, Mike took care of the bill. Like, have a nice night.
Oh my God. Mike Dunphy.
No, and now I'm like, well,
hero.
now every time I go to New York, I have to go to Long Island so I can go to this restaurant.
Oh, I love that kind of situation.
It was so cute. And then we all like gave him hugs when we left. And like, you can tell he's just so proud of his restaurant. And he was showing us like he literally, it used to be like a German butcher shop.
Whoa.
And then he bought it and it's been the same thing for 40 years.
Wow. He was older, you said?
Yeah. Like I would say like at least he's got to be in his 80s.
Oh.
He was so...
I love a sweet old man.
And Irish.
It
was funny, like TJ watching him talk like in subtitles, I was lolling. He has a really hard time understanding people with accents.
Yeah, he like doesn't want to watch a British show.
Well, it was actually really funny when our waitress came over. She started talking to us and asked what we wanted, and like we all told her, and then she walked away and I was like, oh my God, she has an Irish accent. He was like, Erin, no, she doesn't. She just has a Long Island accent. And then she came over and then was talking to us again, and then she left and he was like, okay, no, it is Irish.
It is. Like, I would know. Have you seen my 23andMe?
Yeah. No, we told him. We like pulled up our 23andMe's.
Oh, funny. Was he like very Irish, like 100%?
Yeah. He's literally from like Cork County in Ireland.
I love.
He was the cutest man. We all gave him hugs when we left. Like I loved him.
Oh my God. Does he have social media?
No, but the inn does.
Oh.
So well, I posted that and I was like, I love you.
Mike needs a TikTok before it gets banned.
I know, he's so cute. And oh my God, every time people would come into the restaurant, which like I was like, how come we didn't get this treatment? I just assume it's because they're all locals.
Yeah,
he would hold the woman's hand and walk her to her seat.
I can't.
And so then when he came over to us a second time, I was like, oh, are you going to walk me out like that? And he was like, oh yeah, you're from Massachusetts. He was so cute.
Oh, I love.
It just like made the night. I couldn't stop thinking about it all night. I was like, this sweet old man. Like I just love him so much. Yeah. Mike Dunphy, if you're listening,
slay.
Thank you. And you have a great restaurant and I will be back.
Yeah. Now I want to go.
But that was the highlight of my trip. And like,
with Mike. Yeah. Mike Dunphy.
It was just like such a feel good moment.
Yeah, I know exactly what you mean.
You know,
feels like cozy and
family
like a little bit.
When she told us, when the waitress was like, Mike took care of your bill, all three of us in unison were like, no. And then we tipped her like as much as the bill would be.
Oh, that's nice.
Like I think the bill was like $70 and we just left $70 for her to keep.
Yeah.
Because I also was like, I wonder if he just does this all the time to people. Like we're fucking nobodies. You know what I mean? Like I'm sure people come in all the time that are regulars and he's just like, oh, like this one's on the house.
Oh, I'm obsessed with him. I don't even know him.
We gotta go.
Yeah. Let's go next weekend.
Fine. I would.
Get Paris.
But yeah, that was like the highlight. Emo night, Friday, Saturday, they were great, and then just like chilled the rest of the time.
Yeah.
It was a nice little getaway.
Yeah.
I missed the dog though.
Oh yeah. Aaron normally travels with Paris.
We do.
So it was a long time apart.
Yeah.
What's the longest you've been apart? Oh, probably when you were in.
Like 14 days.
Dang.
But she was with TJ's parents and I know that like she's fine with them.
Yeah, it's different.
And her other babysitter, I think she's really like our LA one. She has the same, the person has the same exact energy as Paris. So I feel like Paris really likes that.
Funny.
Like she's very calm and sweet.
Anxious?
Yeah. But and just like so nice. And I feel like Paris can like sense that. So she really likes her and trusts her.
Yeah. Good. I'm glad
but that's always like, I'm like, oh, I don't want to like leave her. And then she's like anxious the whole time. But I think that her sitter was like sending us pictures of her and she was like cuddling with her. So I think we're making some
good. The Prozac is helping.
We gotta up that dose still.
Oh well, let's up the dose, but it's hopefully working.
Hey, so you want to up your dose of Prozac? What did you do all weekend,
It is
Carly?
funny. It's funny leaving an animal at home when you're out of town because like for me the whole time I'm like, they think I'm never coming back.
I know.
You just assume that they think you're never coming back.
Yes.
But I heard on TikTok, so it's probably not true. If you tell your animal, I'm leaving, but I'll be back in a couple days, and they know.
Paris is so smart. I explain everything to her, like days leading up to
Do
it.
you think she gets it?
Yes. No, she knows exactly because
Maybe
like
it's true.
It's really weird. But it's also like, you know, you miss someone so much. So when you come back, she's like crying and like, I don't know. I also think like for animals with trauma, it might be a little different.
That's true.
Like you could say you're coming back and then never do. Like what if that happened?
They're like, my owner already did that.
Yeah,
they never came back.
Yeah, it's so
sad. I cannot.
That would be like the one time I wish. Like I like not being able to communicate with my animals. Although there are specific times in which I wish I could. Like if they could talk to me all the time, I feel like I would get annoyed. It would be like having it'd be like having a kid.
Yeah,
and I'd
this
just be
is
like,
so funny. I asked Nolan like a couple months ago. I was like, I forget what it was because I saw it I think on Reddit or something, and it was like if you could give up. Like if your animal, what was it? It was something to do with like you could have a conversation with your pet for 30 minutes, but it would take like 10 years off your life or something like that. It was something crazy. And Nolan was like, I don't want to have to talk to Frank because then I feel like I'll be sad that I can never talk to him again.
Oh, that's true. And then you'd hear his little voice.
Yeah. I don't know what I would choose.
10 years? That's a long time.
Yeah.
I wouldn't do that.
I don't think I would either just because it's so fine how it is now, but I would love to speak to one of my pets.
Yeah, but I also just feel like I wouldn't want to know what Paris has to say because the questions I would want to ask her is like, what was your life like before me?
And then time's up. You don't get any good. You don't get anything good.
Yeah. What was your life like before me and how much do you love me?
Yeah, no, I just want to be like, how do you like genuinely feel all the time? Like, are you happy with me or like, do you want more from me?
What can we
like,
do better?
Feeding what? Yes.
Yeah. Do you like your food? Yeah, but I want to know like how hard was your life? Like, and then
100%.
Really
That's how I feel about Frank because I know Buttercup's life, but Frank, like, I don't know. I have a feeling he had a family and he got out or someone dropped him somewhere, and then he was like stray for maybe a year or maybe less. I feel like there's no way he's been a stray for that long.
How old is he?
No idea.
Oh, they didn't give you like a guess?
When we got him, they were like, he's between 6 and 7. But then when we took him into the vet, like a year later, she was like, no, he looks like he's probably like 3. Like his eyes are very bright. His teeth are really good. He looks a lot younger. So I have no idea. So it's like, that's what I want to know. I want to know how old you are.
Harder to tell how old they are.
They're hard to tell. And they also can live for so fucking long. It's
yeah.
But I'm just, if he's like 7 or plus, I'll be sad. So I'm like, you're like,
you won't know.
I know, but that's what I want to ask him. How old are you?
That's really crazy because like when he dies, you won't even know how old he actually is. I know,
and I won't even know how close. Like I don't know if he's going to be 12 or 18 when he's older. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like what the fuck?
Maybe get a third opinion. Maybe we could. Let's get a pet psychic.
I was just going to say that when we were talking about talking to our pets.
Yeah,
I think that'd be really funny.
And then they can just tell us the age.
Yeah, but I don't. What if they say something?
Trust
no, that's the thing, and it's like you said something bad, and I feel horrible. But like, Kat doesn't really think that, or your parent doesn't really think that. Do we trust? I don't know.
I don't know if I want to know pet psychic with her.
I know it's kind of
better
scary.
In the dark.
Not knowing.
I think it would just make me so sad.
Yeah,
like knowing stuff about her.
Yeah,
that I don't want to know.
But it might make you just like, well, I'm so happy you're with me now, and I give you an amazing life.
Yeah,
and I travel the world,
and so do you.
Well, that's what I mean. She travels the world.
I ran into Fish in the airport this morning.
Oh, I was going to say, did he fly with you?
Yeah, he was on our flight. And then
did he go to, I thought maybe he was like at Webster Hall.
He had a wedding, coincidentally, in Long Island. So him and his whole family came to emo night on Friday, and they all DJ. Like him and his mom DJ'd. It was hilarious. So cute. But I didn't see him on Saturday night, but he walked in and he was literally just standing right in front of me. And I was like, hello.
At the airport?
Yeah, we were in like one of the lounges. Yeah. And I was like, hi. He was funny. Like, oh my God.
I saw your story and I was like, oh, he probably like DJ'd Webster Hall with them or something.
His dog is so cute.
Yeah, it looks so cute.
Unbelievably like well trained.
Oh.
It like jumps in its little travel bag and he doesn't even need any drugs or anything. He just
some
sleeps
pets
there.
Are just like perfect.
I know. I also feel like he was like a 8-week-old dog when he got him, so it's just like
no trauma to be had
whatsoever.
Yeah, but some pets don't have trauma and they're still like a nightmare to fly with or to do anything. Like Buttercup, I don't think has really had trauma, but she's worse than Frank getting her to the vet and stuff.
Yeah, cats are exceptionally hard.
Cats are so annoying to take to the vet. No, that I know. And dogs are like so. Well, I know Paris gets anxious, but most dogs are like so excited to be in a car.
Oh,
and like,
yeah. They're like, oh, we're going in a car because we're going to the park.
Yeah, and cats
Paris
are just
is like, I don't want to go in a car. I don't want to go to the park. I don't want to do anything.
Paris like, I want my food and I want to lay on the couch and watch Real Housewives.
Do you want to get out? You want to go out there?
She kind of does seem like she wants to get out. She's been pacing over there.
I just thought you'd want to love me.
She's over it. She's over the love from Aaron. So I had Jersey Mike's and I keep burping it up.
Oh my God. Yum,
so if you smell it,
so
it's definitely me.
I got sweet green, which I love, but like I've been eating like shit all weekend. So I'm on like, when your like system gets used to it.
Yeah,
and, like,
I started doing that too. When we had like not many groceries and Nolan was working, and I was like, and I also didn't want to make anything because I was not feeling good. And so I literally was Postmating like Chick-fil-A, Chinese food, like Panera Bread bowls.
Was it good?
Well, here's the thing. Whenever I was sick growing up, my mom would get me or my dad or whoever sick, hot sour soup from this one Chinese place in Omaha.
Okay.
So fucking good. And so I randomly ordered it from Green Apple Bistro. Why did that just go off? Whatever. Green Apple Bistro. And sorry, the like portable heater just randomly turned off in here. It's still on. That's weird.
That is very weird.
Their hot sour soup is so good. I also got Mongolian beef and it was like fine. It wasn't amazing by any means, but I wasn't expecting it to be.
What's like your Chinese food order?
Mongolian beef and rice.
Okay.
And lots of soy sauce. And hot sour soup is like my favorite kind of soup ever. Which I always forget about. And then when I get sick, I'm like, I want hot sour soup. And I'm like, this is so fucking good. Oh my, have you ever, well, you don't like spicy. No. I wish you liked it or could try it.
Also the name of it, I'm like, I'm good.
It's actually like not sour. I don't know why it's called hot sour soup.
If you ordered that, your order to like, I literally don't think I would touch any of it. Like my dad would always get, like we would order our Chinese food and then my dad would get like the broccoli and whatever.
Broccoli
like
beef. Yeah.
Disgusting.
Oh, that was my favorite too.
I think it's because I'm not like a big
beefy girl.
like meat girl.
Yeah.
Like I eat like steaks sometimes and then obviously like cheeseburgers, but like I think I am like kind of freaked out by meat.
Yeah, that's fair. I feel like if that's the first step of like not eating meat is like the red meats. People are like, no steak, no hamburger. Like no one
you
doesn't
know how
eat
they
red
have like
meat.
those little like red things that are like, oh my God, what the heck? Like pork. It's like pork, but it's like the outside of it is really red and it's like chopped up.
It's like vegetable.
No.
Pork. Oh, I don't know. I can't picture it.
He would get that too. And I'd be like, sir, no. I'm like crab rangoon, the chicken fingers, so fucking good.
Chicken fingers?
Yeah, it's like chicken and then it's literally it looks like a corn dog.
Oh, I've never
This would be my order.
Crab rangoon, you're right.
Yeah.
That is like one of my favorite things ever.
Gotta get a crab. Oh. Crab rangoon, chicken fingers, rice. I love lo mein.
Oh, me too.
That's like, I'm like real.
What about
kid order?
What about, okay, well, speaking of kid order, what about like orange chicken from Panda
I love
Express?
that. Yeah.
I mean, that's like
they
iconic.
didn't like have that. I feel like they only had like the spicy orange chicken. What's that one?
I don't know.
We would get like sweet and sour.
Those are good too.
Chicken.
Yeah. Or you dip it in the.
Yes.
Yeah.
What the heck? There was like a spicy one.
I don't know, but that was like the order everyone got.
Orange
when you were
chicken
kids.
is so good.
Yeah. Especially at Panda Express. They like really perfected it. Even though Panda Express will
I
probably
think
make
I've
me
had
shit my
Panda
pants.
Express maybe 2 times.
Oh, really?
Ever.
Oh, I had it so much when I lived in Omaha.
Oh, that's the thing about the West Coast. The Chinese food here is fucking awful.
Not the hot sour soup, but yeah, everything else.
Yeah.
The rice is good.
Like East Coast Chinese food just is elite and it's really devastating.
Would you go, okay, maybe this is like just my childhood, but would you frequent a lot of Chinese buffets?
No, never.
Oh my God. I feel like I would go once a week.
That is, I don't like buffets in general.
Oh, I lived at buffets.
What buffets?
Old Country Buffet.
I don't know what that is.
Yeah, I wouldn't expect you to, but it was like my grandpa was obsessed with it. Any type of family thing, we'd all have to go there.
Ugh.
I kind of loved it.
They had Cherry Blossom, which was a Chinese restaurant. There was an option to like do it buffet style.
Okay.
But like it was not really
Well, in like COVID times, it's like who wants a buffet?
Buffets are so disgusting.
What about
there's one in Utah that something Orama, Chuckarama.
Uh-huh.
And he always jokes. He's like, should we go to this? I'm like, no.
What about the kinds? Okay, you probably didn't have it. We had it. It was called Hoo Hot.
Actually, we did.
I didn't think so.
Now that you say it.
Honestly,
Hoo Hot
I wanted
hot?
HUHOT. Hoo Hot.
Oh, do you remember that one by our old apartment that was like a seafood buffet?
In like the little plaza thing?
Yeah, it was called like King something.
Yes.
Oh my God.
No, thank you.
That's the most disgusting thing on planet. A seafood buffet?
Okay, wait. But the thing about Hoo Hot, and I wonder if this would change your opinion.
Okay.
So you get everything and it's like frozen. Like you get stuff frozen, you put frozen things in your bowl, and then you'd pick a noodle and you would go to like a big area where they cook. It's almost like Benihana type of thing, but it's not at your table.
I've never
like,
been to Benihana.
It's not that. I mean, I think it's overhyped, to be honest. I'm not a huge. Well, we had it at David's at one time, but I don't know if we really like ate it. Wait, was that Benihana? No, that was just a regular.
Oh, like the people who came?
That wasn't Benihana, right?
No.
Oh, why did I think it was? It was just like a company.
Remember when we went to Fogo de Chao for Sean's birthday?
Yeah.
I was like,
oh, you're really...
I'm so freaked out.
Okay, but even like the frozen stuff and they cook it, does that still freak you out? Okay, fair enough.
Also, when we go to Korean barbecue, I get really freaked out. I don't like watching meat being cooked in front of me. I think I'm...
and I have to work?
Well, no, they do it.
Oh, I've been to places where you have to do it.
I feel like everyone I've been to, they always do it.
I've been to a couple that you have to do yourself.
That's fun.
It is. I mean, I'm kidding. I don't think it's actually weird, but
like, I don't know. I think I have like a weird thing with food now that I'm thinking about it.
Yeah, just like...
I think it's because I grew up like a really picky eater. Like if stuff touched on my plate...
That's probably it.
I was like, nope.
Well, it's such a gross thing to think about. Like how many people are in and out and like not using basic... hygiene manners around the food.
And I feel like as a kid it would be like so fun because you're just like free for all. Like you can
That's
just pick
why I
whatever.
liked it so much.
It must be because there weren't like buffets near me.
Yeah, probably. And I grew up at buffets, let me tell you. And I just remember like ice cream, you get as much as you wanted at the end.
Oh, I would love that.
And just fill them up with the ice cream.
I would love that.
Yeah, it was great.
But yeah, I think it had to do with me being like a picky childhood eater. And I don't know. Now as an adult, like I'm not gonna go to a buffet. I mean, if we were like driving on a road trip or something and it was the only option.
It sounds like a horrible road trip food. Like shit my pants in the car.
100%. I think that's like what I think of when I think of a buffet.
Like I'm gonna shit myself.
It's like everything will make me sick here.
Yeah, I mean that's fair, especially after COVID.
Even
when
like
all
the Whole Foods buffet, I get like a little freaked out.
I mean, I think that's a very fair thing to be freaked out by.
I can't believe I'm afraid of buffets.
Maybe we need to
maybe
take
I do need therapy. Yeah. What does this mean?
We need exposure therapy. I'm going to take you to Old Country Buffet in Omaha, Nebraska.
No, I don't like the name.
I wish you could see I'll show you pictures of the inside after.
Old Country Buffet. I don't want to go.
It's just exactly what you think it is.
This is like a torture experiment.
Yeah. And I'm like, yum.
Yeah. Well, yeah, I guess I'm just not a buffet girly.
That's okay.
I wonder why. I'm like it's so polarizing to me.
Buffets are they don't feel hygienic enough.
No.
And I understand that.
Yeah.
However, I can push that aside and still eat at a buffet.
Oh my God. The Delta Sky Club, we like can get in.
Those are buffets,
and
right?
they do the buffets.
Yeah.
I'll eat like the rice.
Oh my God.
I'm like just thinking about this. However,
you never really thought about it?
I like the desserts. No, I never really thought about it. I just know that when I go to these places, like I'm really picky with what I put on my plate. I don't know what it is.
Interesting. I don't even think about it.
I feel like I just assume that everything just like sits there under a lamp and that really like freaks me out.
Mold.
Yeah. Or just like, like the cheese has been out for too long. Yeah. Like, I don't know.
Nah, they got the science all figured out.
100%. But like, I think in my mind, I'm just like, I don't know.
Yeah. That's so funny. I've never like thought twice about it.
But they had like a cheddar soup. It was a cheddar cauliflower puree soup. And it was so
in the Delta Sky Lounge?
Fucking good. TJ came over and I was like, ooh, this looks
stinky.
Like this is
broccoli and cheese.
Yeah. No. Oh my God. I'm telling you, like I literally was like, TJ, I'm writing this down and you're going to recreate this. Yes. You're going to find a recipe and you're going to make me a cheddar cauliflower soup. It was really
that does sound really good. Okay. Delta, go off.
Yeah. We stand.
Yeah.
He's definitely like tapping his foot. Do you hear that?
Yes. I can hear it. I can't hear it in this. So that's good.
He does it all the time.
But yeah, I literally did nothing. I was just recovering in my bed pretty much.
Well, you were reading today.
I read a lot of our book.
How are you feeling?
How far are you into it?
Oh, I'm done.
You finished it?
Oh yeah, I'm already like all the way basically through a whole nother book.
Oh my God. Okay. It's just hard for me to get through because it's like, I don't love it.
Plain reading
it
is the elite form of traveling.
It is a hack.
Like
it'll
literally
make you time travel.
On the way to New York, I read the whole book.
Oh, okay.
I mean, I was like probably 200 pages in, but there's like 600 pages.
And you finished all of it on the plane there.
I had like 15 pages left when we landed, and I was so annoyed.
Yeah.
I literally was like, please just like don't bring us to our gate yet.
The one time you don't want to.
Yes. Yeah. And I was like, I mean, the book, I would never tell anyone to read it.
Yeah, that's how I feel. I don't love it, but I don't hate reading it. It's just like fine, and it's easy to read.
Yeah, we're talking about the things we never got over or whatever.
Never got over, yeah.
I feel like I was like bamboozled into this book. The reviews on everything are like 4.7.
I know.
And so I was like, it was on Book Talk. Like it blew the fuck up. I feel
it's
like
all over Book Talk.
Like a 12-year-old wrote it.
Yeah, the way it's written is so corny, and like the terms and the vocabulary is just like, it's giving like BuzzFeed.
Yes, it's like so corny, so cheesy. All the characters are so bizarre. Like this guy's like in his 40s and he's acting like a 12-year-old.
Yeah, and he's like muscular with tattoos and a beard and Viking looking. I'm like, who is this person?
The only like redeeming character is the 11-year-old character.
Oh yeah, Whaley.
Yeah, Waylay,
whatever.
And the dog's name is Waylon.
And then there's someone else named something similar.
It's really just terrible.
Like, can you pick different names?
I don't know how this happened, that it became like a sensation, because like even like the sex scenes, so it becomes like erotic.
No, it's definitely a what is it called? Literotica.
Oh,
they make books that are
literotica.
I think it's called like literotica or something like that.
That's so funny.
Yeah, I mean that's like what smut books are. They're just literature that are erotica.
Yeah. But like it's like those are fine, but then all of a sudden she'll be like, and then his magic wand.
Yes.
And I'm like, bitch, you are so cheesy.
What did you send? It was like professional ruiner of vaginas. And it's like, what? Like that's not even like, it's not dumb funny. It's just like dumb.
Yes.
Okay. And
like I cringe. There's so much that just made me, I'm like, what?
I remember Claudia Oshry posted on her story the book after that or something.
I know.
And she was like, there are no sex scenes in the second book. And she was like shocked by it. I know. And then I was like, okay, so the first one must have a lot. If she's like complaining that this one has none.
There's really like not that many.
I think I've read 2 so far and I've been traumatized both times.
I would say between like 5, based on the length of this book.
Yeah.
I don't even think they touch until 200 pages in.
No, they don't. Till what, 240 you said, or 250 or something like that?
Yes.
Yeah, Aaron sent us the time
Oh my God.
stamp.
Also, when I was reading it on the plane, I was like, thank God. It's like we had a two seats. So I was like, thank God no one is sitting on either side of me, because like this is...
I'd be on top of them.
Yeah, this is so inappropriate.
Yeah, it's spooky.
Although I read a book on the way back today.
Which book?
Flew for like 2.5 hours and I started the new Ultimate Girls Trip.
Oh, I started watching the first episode. I haven't gotten through it yet though.
And yeah, I watched like 2 episodes. I was like 2.5 hours in, and then I was like, well, I'll read now. And I brought a second book because I learned that
Time
reading
travel
on planes is just amazing.
Yeah.
And I started November 9.
Oh, I want to read that. How is it so far?
I cried like 5 times on the plane. I also have my period.
Yeah, but still.
It starts really weird. I was like, am I going to like this? But I didn't know if it was just because I was jaded from the last one.
Oh, yeah.
And it took everything in me to finish it.
Yeah.
But I think it just like started a little weird, but now I'm like loving it.
Okay. How far are you in?
250 pages.
Oh, you're like through it.
Yeah, I have like less than 100 pages left.
Nice. Okay. Well,
I literally was like, I wish I didn't have to do anything today. I want to finish it.
Well, you can after this.
I will. Yeah.
You can read while I edit.
But perfect. Oh my God, thank you. It's good.
Yeah. I always see it on Emma's shelf because she has like a big bookshelf at her house, and I'm like, I want to read that.
Snag it.
Yeah, maybe I should.
Do you know like the premise?
I know nothing.
It's so...
Is it about someone who dies?
No.
I'm thinking of Reminders of Him.
I want to read that too. I feel like I just got to read all Coho.
Yeah.
I got to just do the Coho series and like get it
out of our system.
You know? They're all like, when I was reading it though, I was like, this reminds me of something. And then I'm like, oh yeah, like all our other books.
Yeah. They're all pretty much
all
the same. Mm-hmm.
But this one's really interesting. So the whole premise of it, well...
I know, I don't know if I want to know too much. I don't like knowing much.
Like this book, the book club book, I literally just knew it was popular. I didn't read a single thing. I had no idea what it was about.
Okay. If someone told me the premise of the book we're reading, I think it's interesting.
Sure.
Totally. But it's just like the way it's written is corny.
So bad.
How am I going to finish it? I'm 300 pages in. I feel like I have a whole book to go.
I feel like we have book club next week, and I feel like most people will come having not read it.
I'm definitely going to finish it.
Yeah.
I mean, it takes me like an hour to read 100 pages. Probably.
Our jobs are like a lot less.
Yeah, true. we do nothing.
Like everyone else has full like...
Your unemployed friend on a Monday at noon. I read 200 pages in my book. It's like how I feel.
I really like this book. I'm excited to finish it. But then I'm literally like, God, I shouldn't be reading books this fast.
No, it's good.
I know, but then
You're
I'm
making yourself smarter.
I don't think Colleen Hoover's making
Lucy
me smarter.
score.
Yeah.
If anything, I got dumber reading this book.
No, literally reading that book made me feel like an educated person.
Yeah, you're like, I could read anything now.
Yeah.
It is so thick. I feel like I'm reading fucking Lord of the Rings.
That was the other thing about it is I was like, God, I had to hold this fucking book for so goddamn long and I didn't even get anything out of it.
I know. So it's not even like at the end are you like, oh, that's, I mean, I don't know. I don't want to know anything.
Oh my God, it's so dumb.
I don't want to know if there's even like any twist or anything at all. I just am like,
it's
I
like
gotta,
literally, I just wish we'll talk about it next week, obviously at book club, but like literally it's just so infuriating. I'm like, this could have been easily half.
I'm kind of dying to know what Josh thinks.
He's not reading
He's not reading it?
No.
Why?
Because he doesn't like romance novels.
Wait, we can choose to not read a book?
Well, he was just like, I'm going to skip this one.
Whatever.
It's fine.
Yeah.
He can still come and have a cocktail. But like, no, I think like I'm like, I got to read like a full-fledged murder.
Yeah. We should go back to thriller.
Like,
I really want to read a thriller again.
We read like 3 thrillers in a row. Yeah. So I was like, let's switch it up.
Agreed.
But
we went too far left. We went so far right, or we went too far left. We went right.
I would literally don't read it. If someone has told you to read this book, cut them out of your life.
Yeah. I mean, I've gotten so many mixed reactions, like in messages and stuff, but
so many people have DM'd me being like, this is like the best book ever. And
yeah. And
I would need all those people to be in a room with me and explain why.
I think if I hadn't read a book in a really long time and I just picked this up, I'd be like, this is what reading is like. Yeah. I'd be like, this is what books are like. It would give me such a bad taste in my mouth.
And then imagine having to like finish it all.
That's how I feel right now. I have
just
a book
get
left.
on a flight to go somewhere and
Honestly,
then you're trapped in a metal tube in the sky and there's nothing else to do.
Yeah, I'm forced to. It's so hard to read a book you don't want to read.
I can't wait for you to just like get into parts. It literally, some of it, you're just like, what?
I just got to the part where they, spoiler alert, they like sleep over for the first time without like having sex or anything, and they're just,
oh my God, there's so much more to
well know. Yeah, I have a whole other fucking book to read.
It just like does not need to be that way.
That's what I think too. Every time I put it down, I've read like quite a bit. I feel like 50 pages or 100 pages, and I'm like, okay, stuff has happened, but I feel like nothing's happened.
Yes. Well, 200, you're on page
300.
Okay, so yeah. Oh my God. It's just like an infuriating book, and on all accounts. I would say it was like, I wouldn't say I didn't enjoy it, but I also
like didn't hate, like this is better than reading
The Silent
Wife.
Yes.
It was, it's definitely better in the terms of like way easier to read and like quicker.
Yeah. Anyone could read this.
I think the plot of The Silent Wife was better though. Like if they wrote it differently, I think it could have been way better.
Just not executed correctly.
Yeah.
That one was like really slow too.
Yeah.
Both could have been half the size.
Yeah.
I gave it 3.
Wow. It's kind of generous.
Stars. For me, that's just like, it was
fine.
Like, well, maybe I should give it. No, I think 3 is fine.
I think I would give it a 3 right now. Also because while I don't love the book, I am grateful that it is easy to read and easy to get through. If it was very boring, I would be like, I can't finish.
Yeah, I'll give it that. It's not boring.
Yeah. It's just like, okay.
Like on the plane, I was engaged. Like I wouldn't like put it down engaged, and like look around and be like, what do I do? Like it was engaging. You want to know what happens next, but it's not like.
Yeah. I think 3 is a good score.
Yeah.
I haven't finished it, but so far I would give it a 3. Not for the lines.
I rated one book 5.
Evelyn Hugo? Mm-hmm. Yeah. Deserved.
And then I normally range from like 3
to
3,
4,
4, 5.
Me too. Yeah.
But nothing gets past Ev. No. Wait, speaking of books, have you watched any of Daisy Jones?
I forgot it existed. I'll be honest. I literally watched those 2 episodes and I like literally haven't thought about it since.
This is like the hottest take of all time, but I cannot get into it. I feel like I think it's because I just read the book.
I think that's what it is too, because it's so corny, the first 2 episodes at least.
No, and I'm seeing it everywhere. Everyone is obsessed with the show, and I feel like I need to do a poll of like, did you read the book or did you not read the book?
Yeah.
Because like I'm
Cheryl
really
loved it too,
I don't
right?
get it. What?
Cheryl loved it, right? And she read the book.
Yeah.
So I don't know.
It's really
I think it's also because it's like a fake documentary, it makes it even cheesier.
Yeah.
Where it's like, I don't know.
Oh, I'm having such a hard time.
Me too.
Because I really want to love it.
And I don't, like, the people they casted to me aren't who I thought would be in my head at all.
I know, oh my God.
Like, I thought they would be like 20 years old, to be honest.
Are we going to get canceled?
No. We'll be fine.
I know.
No, don't worry.
That's what cancels us.
I know.
I just
Fully
saw it
shit
on
on
the
Gen Z in
bookshelf
our
and
last
I was
one.
like, God, I tried watching, I think we watched the first 3 episodes and then I tried watching like 2 episodes when we were in New York and like the whole time I was just like, when's stuff gonna happen?
Dang.
I think
that's
it's
sad.
because in the book, every person, like they're so well described and there's so much detail. And in the show, it's like bing, bang, bong.
I
Like,
think that's why books are always, if you read the book first, you're always like way more into that than the...
yes. And there's so much that is different in the show that I'm just like waiting for something to happen that like I know is going to happen and it doesn't. And then I'm like, I think maybe I need to wait like a few years.
That's what I was gonna say, like, forget the book and then watch it. Maybe it'll
Forget
be better.
me.
Forget me. What is that? Oh my God, it fully looked like a McDonald's like Slurpee or something.
No, it's like a full like immune defense
yeah.
thing.
Well, I saw Creation. I was like,
Mark
oh, that's
and Aaron's
healthy.
baby sneezed in my face last night and I was like,
You're like, I'm gonna
I
get
get sick?
sick.
I also just felt like I needed like dire nutrients.
Yeah.
Bagels and pizza for 5 days. Like,
I mean, sounds great, but at the end of it, I get it.
yeah. I had so many
Shit
bagels.
pants city. This is gonna be like way too much information for a lot of people, but I was on antibiotics last week.
Yeah.
And so I was like, literally my poop was just like full diarrhea for days. That's all it was. Yeah. So I was eating Greek yogurt, taking a probiotic,
what the
all
heck?
the things. I mean, it wasn't like crazy where it was happening all day, but like I poop pretty regularly and those poops would just be like water. And I had to wipe so much that my butt is so sore from like wiping. Like even the bidet hurts it. I'm like, ow, if it touches it.
Wait, so you use the bidet and then do like a full wipe?
Huh? Yeah, sometimes.
There's your problem.
Well, sometimes it doesn't. Well, yeah, I don't know. I think I was like scared to use it too because I just had surgery. I was like, I don't know. I'm just not going to do anything.
Gonna pop my.
I don't know.
It's gonna go through my butthole and then out my stitches.
Throughout my belly button. But it is so like pooping hurts right now because it's so like
Oh,
raw.
girly, don't tell me. I know.
How do I know if I have hemorrhoids is the thing.
You would know.
I would know. Okay.
Yeah.
That's what I thought.
You would know.
Okay.
It's probably just because you've literally had diarrhea.
It's
so your
raw.
butthole's burning.
Yes.
Yeah.
Ugh. Sorry to, let everyone
It's
know my
human
poop.
anatomy.
It is. And we're just learning a lot these like, the last couple of weeks.
Human anatomy.
Yeah. Not
Well-
Grey's. Human. I think that's it for me.
Yeah, me too.
Trying to think.
A long time ago. Okay, let me pull it up.
Okay. This day in history.
God, boy. I did this yesterday. But nothing really happened today. I was kind of like looking at the internet.
Oh.
Okay.
Boring day in history.
No, I mean in the news.
Oh.
I did all of that stuff yesterday and then like got the hot news stuff, but like nothing really happened today
Yeah.
that I needed to update.
Okay.
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 This day in history, we have Umbrella by Rihanna, 2007. It is
Damn, I was gonna say
such a
2006.
good song.
It is so good. It still holds up,
Yeah.
It's just like a timeless
If that
song.
comes on, ooh.
And there's been so many covers that are just like fun, like All Time Lows and just all the pop punk covers.
Oh.
And oh yeah, they've got a cover,
Wow.
which I listened to when I was a young teen.
Back in 2007.
Back in 2007.
Just young teens. And then Bad Guy by Billie Eilish,
2018.
19.
Oh, Bad Guy.
She
Bad
caused
Guy.
the pandemic.
Not Our Witch's Brew.
And then it is her mom's birthday today.
Billie Eilish's mom?
Yeah, Maggie.
Oh.
She's 64. It is also Chris D'Elia's birthday.
Oh.
He's 43. Oh, I thought you liked him.
I mean, he's just gross.
Oh.
The thing is like,
So we're over him.
well, yeah.
Okay.
The thing is, if someone's funny, they're funny to me.
Yeah.
And I still think stuff he says is funny, but I'm just like, this like documentary came out about him.
Oh.
Like another comedian made it. And it was real voicemails and like, or not voicemails, like voice memos that him and a girl were sending back and forth. And like she recorded their conversation. It's just like gross. I don't know.
Yeah, I mean,
it really rubbed me the.
Oh, so when I told you he was DMing me creepy stuff, that didn't creep you out?
No, you were lying. I assumed you were lying.
Okay, he's canceled.
Wait, what did
I
he
just
say?
didn't know anything about him.
Yeah,
I thought he was
mean,
back in the scene.
not really. He's like banned from the Comedy Store. Yeah.
T.
I mean, I think he still plays
I
at
think
like
I just
Laugh
like don't know
Factory.
enough about the whole situation.
Yeah, I mean, I know it all.
Well,
ask me anything.
Famous Birthdays didn't cancel him, so how was I supposed to know?
That's fine.
Well, it doesn't matter how old you are, but you're too fucking old. So we're not going to talk about you.
Chris D'Elia?
Yeah.
How old is he?
43.
Oh, okay. For some reason, I thought he said 54. And I was like, what?
No, Billie Eilish's mom is 64.
Got it. Okay.
And then Megan Batoon,
Oh my God.
32nd birthday. She is a YouTuber.
Oh my God. We're same age.
I know. Well, she's younger.
Okay. Well, Aaron loves to say people are younger than me.
I think it's
her
because-
favorite thing in the world.
I think that because when I was in like high school and middle school, I was June. My friend Jen was the oldest of us all, but then it was me. And then our 3 other friends were all like end of the year babies. So I was always like older.
Oh.
So this is me just getting back.
No, that's fair.
I'm
There's
getting to be
nothing worse.
the young one now.
There's nothing worse than being the young one when everyone turns 21.
Oh, I know.
And you're like,
well,
I
you just
can't
got a
go to
fake ID.
bars. Oh, well, that's true. I forget.
Don't be a loser
I
and get a fake ID.
No, I totally was a loser. I had no fake IDs. I just respected the
Just
law
got an Appletini.
on my 21st.
That's the right way to do it. But if you guys need a fake ID,
Is it the fun way though? I don't know. Not really.
And that was it for this day in history. And then we've got some hard-hitting news. I'll start with the boring stuff. Did you
Okay.
see the Kardashians trailer?
Thank you. Yeah,
new
give us
season.
really talking about drama without showing any drama. So I'm, not
Okay.
having high hopes.
I
at
watched
all.
it and I saw a bunch of people posting it, being like, "Oh my god, I can't wait!" And I'm like, "What? No, nothing happens."
That's
in
how I
this.
felt. I was like,
They're
the thing is, like, I will always watch it because it's the Kardashians,
Sure.
and it's like I'm just so curious, which is like why it's so bad.
Yes.
Because like, why the fuck do we care? But it's just like
I mean, it's like another form
it's
of
like
entertainment.
elite reality TV. Like they're pinnacle reality stars, so it's hard to not watch it.
Yeah, to me, it was just like such a funny trailer because I just feel like they're like, oh, the whole time.
Literally.
But like, we're like, what's
No,
the
I thought the same thing.
about?
I was like, okay, show us something then. But I feel like maybe there'll be another trailer that will show more actual
Yeah,
footage.
yeah.
Maybe it was just like a very brief.
Yep. I will say it just like didn't get, I was like, okay, well, it's coming out.
I know. I don't even know when it's
wasn't
out. I don't
dying
even
to watch
really
it.
care. I'll still watch
okay.
it, but
Yeah.
I'm not going to be that excited about it.
And then the next thing that I was kind of really following over the weekend was this whole Gwyneth Paltrow trial. Have you seen the TikToks?
I've watched some of it live in the courtroom.
Oh, I was trying to look for those, but I couldn't find them.
Yeah.
But I went on someone's page and they literally were like posting all the
All of
highlights.
it.
And I stayed up till like 3 a.m. one night. And
Oh my God, slay.
I was like,
yeah, no, I was really confused when I saw it. And I was like, wait, why is Gwyneth Paltrow in court?
I knew
And
she
then
was
I looked
going
it
to
up.
court.
So
Wait, didn't I read it on the podcast?
probably, but I probably just like didn't stick. So I was like, okay,
Just
weird.
Don't care about what I say to you.
Yeah, I don't care about Gwyneth Paltrow. I think that's the problem.
Oh, that's true. Oh, maybe we didn't. I feel like I might have read it and then I told TJ because I was like, this is crazy.
Okay.
Like, so basically, if you don't know, Gwyneth Paltrow is being sued by some guy because in 2016, he claims that she ran into him while they were skiing and he has suffered like brain damage because of it. But she claims that he actually ran into her.
Oh, I didn't know that actually.
And there is evidence that like she was there with her kids, her stepkids, and her now husband, and they were doing like ski lessons with a trainer. So there's text messages between her and the like ski instructor, and they actually reported the incident to the resort saying that he ran into her. But nothing ever came from it that day. I don't think he realized until later that it was her. And then also, I believe I read this. This is not the first time that he's gotten into like a ski accident. So I think that it's very much like he saw that she was a famous person with a lot of money. He tried suing her for $3 million. And I think the judge was like, the most you can do, sir, is $300,000.
Okay, that's what I thought. Okay, when I was watching it, it was only it was like one of the witnesses or somebody, it was a woman, I don't even know who it was. She was talking about how careless and reckless Gwyneth Paltrow is and like doesn't give a shit about anyone around her and it's like clumsy and like hits people and just takes off. Like basically they were saying like she was being clumsy and didn't give a shit who was around her and hit him and then just like took off and didn't care. That's the only thing I really got out of like watching the trial that I watched.
Oh my God. This trial, I literally am like, where did these people get these lawyers? They are both so terrible.
I've heard this. I haven't seen it though.
It is the cringy. Like I feel like I'm watching a skit off of a TV show.
Oh wait, the one thing I did see was are you friends with Taylor Swift?
Yeah. Oh,
have you known Taylor Swift?
Yeah, she's like not the defense plaintiff,
protagonist.
She's the man who's suing Gwyneth's lawyer.
Yes. Okay.
But then even Gwyneth's lawyer, I'm like, oh, where did she find this man?
Oh God, because he's bad too.
He's awful. Both of these people, it's literally, I'm not even kidding you. I feel like I'm watching like an SNL sketch.
Oh no, that's how I felt watching the TikTok.
It was very weird. But so that's been like entertaining me because I'm like, this can't be
When
real.
is it supposed to be over?
I have no idea.
It's giving like what's her name? Amber Heard and John, like same vibe of like
he had a good lawyer.
Yeah. And that was like more serious accusations. I mean, I guess hitting someone causing brain damage or whatever is serious, but
it's funny, they had like his daughter come on trial who was probably like 40s 50s and she was like telling a story. It's kind of like the same situation. Like her dad was like a reckless person and when they were like younger he would read books while he was driving the kids places. I'm like,
read?
I'm like, that's not gonna help his
driving.
Yeah.
How?
I literally was like, aren't you supposed to be helping him?
Holy
like,
shit.
This is very bad.
Oh my God. Just full on reading a book.
Yeah. She was like,
reading.
We were all like so scared. Like he was so reckless. And I'm like, wait, but aren't you a witness for him?
Oh my God.
It's
that's
so
terrible.
unhinged and so interesting. And it's really funny because like Gwyneth, when she's being like asked all the questions, like I feel like she just wants to burst out laughing because everything, like they're just like the worst questioners.
She's like, why am I here?
Yes, no, it's like you can see her like pursing her lips sometimes, like trying not to laugh.
She's countersuing for $1. That's like why the Taylor Swift thing got brought up, right?
Yeah, and I'm pretty sure like her legal fees.
Yes.
So it's like she had to hire someone.
Yeah.
I don't know where she found this man, but Gwyneth, if like this is who's representing you, like maybe you have way less money than I thought you did.
I don't know. I feel like she's doing it to like prove a point because she could easily pay that.
Maybe he's like a family member who, you know, later in life was like, I want to be a lawyer. And she's like, you can just do it.
You can practice on this. That's the only way it makes sense.
I'm telling you.
God.
I watched one the other night that was really interesting. It was a lawyer. He was like, I have never seen a defense attorney do this. And he like disclosed conversations that they've had privately, him and Gwyneth. And this lawyer was basically saying that then allows them to possibly open up the floor to all the other private information they've talked about because he made it public.
Whoa.
He was like, this is crazy.
That's illegal to do?
No, he was just like, I've never seen them do this. It's bad for them because then the other side can be like, okay, well now you have to tell us all this other information. Oh. I don't know. It's messy, but it's entertaining.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know how I see so many court stuff live.
I've
like
been
on
getting
TikTok.
a lot too. There was like another trial and I started watching it thinking maybe it was like a different witness, but then I was like, this has nothing to do with skiing.
It was just like random.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. Weird. I also... I watched the entire Vanderpump episode on TikTok live last week. Because I was just scrolling and like, I don't get to watch it until like 9. And I was just scrolling on TikTok and it was like 2 minutes after 6 and someone was just filming their TV. And I watched that and I watch what happens live on TikTok. And like, yes, I literally could have just come here if I like really wanted to, but I was like dying in my bed.
Watched it on your phone.
Yes.
Yeah, you also could have just waited a few hours.
I know, but it was just like so much better. I was like 6 o'clock is way better than.
I know, but it's so small. I feel like you can't experience it the right way.
I just thought it was like a ridiculous.
Aren't people like commenting?
You turn them off.
Oh, okay.
But it's kind of funny to read the comments while you're watching. It's like live tweeting. Yeah.
I would hate that. I don't even like subtitles, but yeah, I mean, you did it. You committed.
I did, and it was fine. That's why TikTok cannot go away because how else am I going to watch Vanderpump Rules?
Are you nervous?
I just don't know. I don't know what to think.
I was also watching that.
Yeah.
On what morning was I texting you?
I think it was when you were I think Thursday.
Yeah.
I think it was on Thursday.
I was just like laying in bed and I opened TikTok and it was literally one of the first things that popped up.
Yeah.
Like alive.
It was bad.
And I was like, this is crazy.
They were treating him so horribly.
Yeah. It's also crazy because I'm like, this man is a million times smarter than any of you.
I know. And he's from Singapore and they kept calling him Chinese.
No.
Yes, he's from Singapore.
Why were they even calling him Chinese?
I don't specifically know. Probably because I'm assuming because TikTok is a Chinese owned app. So maybe they were just confusing it, but it's also like racist to be like.
They were just like, I don't know, Chinese man.
No, I don't know exactly, but I think they're like basically saying like, okay, so in China, when you're in China and you do these things, he's like, I don't live in China.
He's from China.
Yeah, I think it was something like that. I kept hearing, and he clarified a couple of times he's from Singapore. I was like, he probably thinks Americans are so fucking dumb that we're just out here having trials about TikTok and nothing more important.
Yeah, about TikTok and trans people and, just mass shootings happening every day and prayers.
Yep, thoughts and prayers. That's all that really.
But we're going to ban TikTok and.
Yeah. It's so stupid. It's so bad. The shooting was really fucking sad too.
I feel like, this is going to sound terrible. I feel like I'm so desensitized.
No, I am too.
I'm just like.
I was like, oh, whoa, another one?
I don't even, I feel like I don't even feel sad anymore. I'm like, pissed off.
Yeah, that's fair. Like if you see something happen so many times, it's not going to be shocking anymore, and that's what's happening, and it's not our fault. It's society.
It's like, oh, we're going to post an infographic, and then what's going to get done?
Literally,
nothing.
That's why it's just like
literally nothing.
It is in our hands, but it's the old fucking people in Congress that don't give a shit, and it's so fucking frustrating. It's so frustrating because as soon as I saw that the girl who did the act apparently like went by he him or something.
Oh yeah, I saw Marjorie Taylor Greene tweet.
No, but as soon as it's sad because the second I saw that, I was like,
it's gonna get turned into this.
They're gonna make it seem like, and it's so fucking annoying because it's like they're gonna use that as a tactic to say that people who are trans or like people who have different pronouns, are
hundreds
confused.
That have happened this whole year.
I'm like, okay, so how about all the white men who have done all of these other mass shootings? Like, why isn't that an issue then?
Oh, that's because it's their mental health, sweetie. It's not anything to do with the guns.
And they don't help with mental health at all either. So what's the real? Yeah. But ban TikTok because that's going to save our kids.
Oh, their mental health, but mental health issues don't exist.
Literally. Let's make therapy $200 a day. Or $200 every appointment.
Dude, I fucking saw who posted that. I saw it on the plane and I was fuming.
Oh, I went through tweets and I literally blocked. I blocked Elon Musk even. Because he agreed with somebody.
You blocked who?
Elon Musk.
Well, yeah, duh.
I mean, yeah, but like I didn't think he'd be so outwardly just like.
You blocked him.
Well, anytime I get like really irritated by someone I don't even know, I'm just like, bye. I don't even want to like see your tweets ever.
Fuck, who posted that? I wish I knew what
Is it like
said.
A celebrity or someone we know? Or?
No, I think it was like a person I knew. And like everyone's posting all this stuff and I'm just like, what is this doing?
I know.
What can we actually do to make it stop?
Yeah. Well,
it's like
in every other country they banned assault weapons and this has not happened. Like, our country is...
Well, except for didn't one happen in like... Something just happened in like Denmark or something.
Oh, I haven't heard.
Like a few months ago. And then like the fucking Republicans were like, see, it happens everywhere. But it was the first one to happen since like the 90s.
Yeah. Yeah. Stupid.
God, I just fucking hate that.
It doesn't matter who does it. It's an evil person.
Yes.
Coming into a fucking elementary school.
It doesn't matter who does it.
Children.
It's people, no matter who is doing the shootings. The main thing is that they don't need an access to these kind of weapons.
Nobody does.
It could be anyone.
Yeah.
It could be anyone. It could be Barney shooting up a fucking school. At the end of the day, it's the fucking guns. It has nothing to do with literally anything other than the access to those.
Yep. And people seeing it happen all the time saying, oh, it's just a thing to do.
No,
I could not imagine
hungry.
I could not imagine having kids and like I would not want to send them to school.
No, that's
like that's the number one. Literally, number one cause of death for children is going to school, which is so fucked up. I remember being scared at school too, but not because of that. I remember we do like drills where there was like an intruder.
Yes,
and those scared the shit out of me.
Yeah, that's scary.
And now this, like don't they do like what is it called? Like,
yeah, I saw a TikTok today. Actually, it was like of a mom who is like my daughter, she's like young, probably like 6 or 7 or whatever. And she's like, she doesn't know a lot in life, but what she can tell you is how to act during an active gun shooting.
Yeah, that would traumatize
And she was
me.
like, she asks me questions about it all of the time. She was like, this was so sad. She said that her daughter was like, well, what happens if one of my friends get hurt and I have to help them and then I'm not able to get out? And she's like 6 years old or whatever.
Fuck.
I don't know. I just like, if you agree with any of that, like, goodbye.
Yeah.
Listen, it's so sick. I wish I could find her tweet because it was really.
Did you like it?
No.
Oh, it was a bad tweet.
Of course.
I thought it was like a bad tweet, but they like rebutted it or something. And
Marjorie. No, I saw it on the plane.
Oh, God.
That was the first time I.
Don't look at her Twitter.
Fucking. I don't know if it was on Twitter. These people. Oh.
It was her.
Dude. How much hormones like testosterone and medications for mental illness was this transgender Nashville school shooter taking? Everyone can stop blaming guns now.
What?
She's a psychopath. These
Ew,
people are fucking mentally unwell.
She's literally using a fucking school shooting at an elementary school, mind you, to be transphobic. Mm-hmm. Okay, so what about the
we can stop blaming the guns
white
now.
men who have done
literally like the one out of we've had over 100 school like mass shootings.
There's so many school
in 2023.
Shootings. There's gonna be one of everyone at some point. Like there's so many. I'm not laughing because it's funny. I'm just laughing how insane it all is.
Up. Anytime I go do anything, I'm so scared. And I'm not a kid.
Yeah, I can't imagine being like stuck in a school. I'd be, like I said, I was already so scared of like an intruder. I can't imagine having this looming over you all the time.
Yeah, no, my best friend's a literal teacher.
Yeah.
And like every time this happens, I'm just like,
I know.
If I were her, I would be losing my fucking mind.
Same. I know Nolan's dad and stepmom are teachers in Nashville. So he was like, oh my God, where was it? And then obviously we found out it was like a private school, which
I don't want to keep talking about this. It's
let's move on.
Awful.
Let's move on.
Awful. Speaking of awful, Harry Styles and Emily Ratajkowski.
Awful.
Honestly, it's fine. Like, kiss, do whatever you want, but like, this is the first time I ever got the ick from Harry.
Yeah, it was awkward.
Why?
To watch and witness.
Of course, I've never seen him kiss anybody, but like
don't worry, darling.
You sure?
And that was nice.
This was like, I was like, this man's never kissed anyone.
Yeah, it looked awkward as fuck.
What the heck was going on?
However, I'm not surprised it's Emily. Like, I feel like she's totally the girl he would go for. So I'm not like shocked by that by any means. I'm just like, oh yeah, that makes sense.
It's all just so weird. The video, like there was a man holding an umbrella over them.
Yeah, I don't know. It looked like one of their friends was filming it too.
They looked like teenagers. Yeah. Like both so awkward. Like the way they were like holding their hands.
I know.
I was like, what?
Maybe
is
they were
this?
drunk.
I pray to God.
I hope so. They're on something. I hope.
It was just like a very awkward moment that was unfortunately captured for the world.
Yeah, I wonder how he feels about it. Also, the fact that he's still touring, like,
I know.
I think I saw Jack, Scott's girlfriend, post like the Harry Styles
just
show
in Tokyo,
and I was like, "Huh? He's still on tour?
He shouldn't be making out with girls at night. Like, go get some sleep.
No, he needs
Drink
to
some
rest,
honey tea,
sleep, get an IV. I don't know,
dude.
Relax.
Very weird. But then it came out saying that how they linked up was because him, Olivia, and Emily had a threesome.
What? Mm-hmm. Oh wait,
that's some Dumois.
Okay. I didn't hear that, but I heard that she was like profusely apologizing to Olivia Wilde, like wanted her forgiveness.
Oh.
So I was like, what's going on here? Like after the makeout, yes. She was like profusely like wanting her apology. So I'm just like, what is this really?
How is it that Olivia and Harry dated for like over a year? We never saw them kiss one time.
Right?
What? How did this happen?
I don't know.
Like, I feel like he's so private that like he had to have known there was someone there.
I know. That's how I felt too. And like, did she go with him to Tokyo or was she like also just there? Do we know?
No idea.
That's like a pretty big flight to take to. It's not like, they're just meeting up in a different state. Like, it's Tokyo.
It was so weird.
Yeah. I
I don't like care about it, but like it was very like, what?
I think that was the first time a lot of us saw that from Harry. We're like, oh.
Yeah, I was like, ugh. Yuck.
A little awkward.
Although like
still love him.
You were no, I feel like if you caught me like outside drunk making out with someone, like it'd still be pretty hot.
Obviously.
I don't think well Oh, Harry.
Wait, what were you laughing?
I just feel bad. It's just not a good video.
Yeah.
I feel bad that he looks so awkward. we all have our moments.
Maybe he'll call paparazzi and he'll do another one when it looks way hotter to cover the story.
I'm so intrigued by Emily because she's kind of just like dating around.
Yeah, she's the Pete Davidson.
It's literally like every weekend. I mean, he stays with women for longer.
He does,
though.
but it's like
she's not shaming her at all.
No,
but I'm like, okay, went from Eric Andre, now we're Harry Styles. Like,
I know.
Who's gonna be?
I kind of thought they were like still together.
Me too.
Like I didn't know they were.
Did too. I'm very intrigued by it. Yeah. I'm not judging her whatsoever. If anything, I'm like, go off, queen.
Totally,
like, get your fucking dick wet.
Yeah.
But I'm excited to see who else we get in her like sphere of hookups. Because I think she's just kind of like slaying the game.
Yeah.
We had Eric Andre, Pete
Davidson,
Harry. Who was she seeing before Eric?
I don't know.
Oh my God, it was like, there's been a lot of people.
Maybe like a Backstreet Boy.
No, I think it was like another.
No, I mean next
funny person. Was it Pete Davidson before him?
I think so. Because he dated her after Kim.
Yep. I thought the Eric Andre one was like getting pretty serious. They posted like on Instagram together, naked.
I know, and that's like a funny, good couple. I think it's just like random. Although I don't really know much about her, except her and Kendall look exactly the same to me.
Oh,
I cannot. Okay. I mean, I could tell them apart, but I'm just like, damn, like you have the same face.
I don't think they look anything alike.
Really? Oh, I mean, but I know that's like a lot of people think that too.
I'm sure.
I've seen. I'm like, wait, who is this? And I'll go to the comments, and it's like the same thing.
Interesting.
I like that straw.
It's a good one.
Looks nice. Like little chew on it.
Yeah, I chew on the shit out of it.
I chew on all my straws. I need that.
I was a mule, by the way.
What?
Smuggled some stuff into California.
Ooh, what'd you smuggle?
I don't know, but I was told it's jewelry.
What? What do you don't know?
Our friend Lindsay. Well, she's not really like my friend, but like
you know her.
A friendly person. Like we talk on Instagram, and we've met in real life. It doesn't matter. But so she posts on her story. She was like, "Hey, like long shot. Is anyone traveling from New York to LA in the next 2 days?" And I was like, "Oh, I am. What's up?" And she was like, "Oh, she's a stylist." And she was like,
she's a drug mule.
Yeah. She deals heroin.
That's what's in your bag. Coke and heroin.
No. Okay. So she was like, "Oh, I need all this jewelry for a shoot, but like I need it for Wednesday, and then like we can't ship it, blah blah blah." And I was like, "Oh yeah, like I'm here, like we're coming to LA." And so she had like wherever she got the jewelry from, like you can do like a UPS like package drop off, or not a UPS, a Uber. You can like put the package in an Uber. I was gonna say like Uber. Yeah, they'll put a package in an Uber and then they bring it to you.
Oh, that's nice. That's so nifty.
So I did that yesterday, and then it's like a sealed package and I can't see inside of it. But like, of course she told me it's jewelry and everything, and I didn't think twice about it. But then today on the plane, I was like, I really don't know her that well. Like there could be anything in this bag. And then I was like, what if I just brought like drugs?
Yeah, just full cocaine.
Yeah. That was like one of my like fun little thoughts I had on the plane today. But she just texted me because someone has to come pick it up.
Dang, I want to look at it now.
I know. I wish I could.
It's so hard not to look at it. Like, what is it?
It's like in one of those like bubble wrap packages. That's like a different color.
Ugh, rude.
Huge bummer, but
sounds like what you'd put cocaine in.
I'm a mule. It's big.
It's
a big package. It's definitely jewelry.
Yeah,
I mean, of course it's jewelry.
Yeah, we're just fucking around.
But
I'm always flying with weed. I don't know if I should be saying that publicly.
I think you can.
Out of LA, you can. It's legal.
And I think if you're flying to other states, that it's also legal.
But like, I'm talking about like flying out of Omaha, Nebraska or something. I don't think it's legal. But they don't check for that. They check for weapons, or they check for like.
I feel like there are states I would be afraid. I mean, I don't fly with weed because I am not a
a bad person.
drug abuser.
Okay.
What oh God, you don't watch New Jersey.
No. Like Nashville, I'd be scared to have weed on me because Nolan is like, if they pull you over with weed, like you can go to jail.
Oh yeah, I don't want to fuck with anything in Tennessee now.
Insane. You can literally go to a store here and just get it. It doesn't make any fucking sense.
Well, it's legal in Massachusetts, so
Love.
I only care about that. New York, I'm pretty sure it's legal.
It is. Vegas.
I think like they've started selling like mushrooms in New York.
Oh, nice.
Like at bodegas.
I think some Doritos.
I think
some
someone
mushrooms.
was telling me that. Yeah, there's definitely places I wouldn't.
I'm so confused the legality of mushrooms because like a brand sent me microdose mushrooms before. I'm like, is this legal?
I don't think
like how is
no,
this?
It's not.
But they also like have websites that sell.
I think there's loopholes.
Okay, that makes sense. I will say, I don't know if I talked about this podcast. I told you about it, but this brand sent me microdose mushrooms. I never really took them. I took them a couple times. I didn't feel anything. I think they're like really, really low. But some artist, I think he's like a rapper. He also got sent to them and he flew with a bunch and he got arrested.
Yeah.
Or something. And then the company.
They're not legal anywhere.
Yeah, the company, all their shit was deleted for like a week. They didn't have any Instagram accounts or anything.
I think they have like a loophole.
Yeah, I was like, damn, that sucks. They like sent it to someone just to send and then they were like freaking out about it, I'm sure. Yeah, weird.
It's so weird too because I'm not going to get into it.
Okay.
But it's like I would, if I were someone who traveled with weed, I would never think twice about putting it in my bag because it's legal here.
That's what my I always think this is going to like save me if I'm at the airport and they say something. I'm like, oh, I thought it was just legal. Like I can get in trouble then.
Yeah, but
obviously
Brittany
I can.
got fucking put in Russian prison.
Who?
The WNBA player.
Oh, no, I know.
And it's like, I would do that.
Well,
probably.
I would never go to another country. That scares
like
me
some
way
people
more.
Just like don't think about it.
Yeah.
They're just like, oh, here's my pen.
Yeah.
So like I see why those things happen.
Yeah. Because it's like not a big deal here at all. There's like a store walking distance from my house and you just go in and you say, could I get some indica? Yeah. Can I get some edibles? Like it's just very normal. I'm such an edible girly now. It's like I take one every night and it does the trick.
Do you feel weird the next day?
Not at all.
Well, that's good.
Yeah. It's such the perfect high. It's only 10 milligrams. It's like the perfect high. I don't feel weird. I don't feel vibraty. I just feel very tired and like a little bit high. It's the best.
But you couldn't do it during the day.
I could. I'd get really tired, I think.
Yeah.
I don't know if I'd be paranoid. I'd have to see. Because if I smoke weed, I'm usually paranoid. Like, but I haven't done that I haven't done it in so long around anybody. I don't really know.
Smoking weed?
Mm-hmm. Like in a public setting
yeah.
or like at someone's house.
Well, there's always time.
Yeah, there is always time.
Always time to try.
I guess.
Okay. Well, let's move on to Am I?
Am I? I am. I also want to say we posted a video, clips from our Patreon, and it was the most annoying shit to edit in my life. So I was using an old, because a lot of our podcasts, or a lot of our Patreon's like an old hard drive too.
Yeah.
That Mike had. Like, remember he had it because I don't know, that one episode we were like trying to get edited just in case. So he still had it. So I picked it up the other day. I was editing on 2 hard drives at the same time. And the old one kept ejecting itself like mid export of the whole video. Like it was fine the whole time it was plugged in. And when I was exporting the video, it kept like ejecting the hard drive. So I was like, what the fuck? I tried it like 3 different times. I would like re-import it, redo all the clips. And then finally I was like, oh duh, I should move the movie from the old hard drive to the new hard drive so it doesn't but then I was afraid it was going to export while it was moving, which it did once. And I was like, oh my god. It was so fucking annoying.
That sounds like a real nightmare.
Oh my god, I was like about to give up.
It's okay.
I didn't.
You should have.
I should have, but I didn't.
Don't stress you out. Don't stress you out. Don't stress yourself out.
Don't stress your stitches out.
I keep thinking about how we're so close to being done and then I get to read my book.
Well, aren't you want to go first? I always go first. I can go first if you're gonna sigh about it.
No, I was getting my breath ready.
Okay.
I was getting my fucking breath ready.
I don't have water or anything.
Oh, well, that's what you get for being fucking rude.
No, it's fine. A baby sneezed on you. I'm too scared.
Yeah, that's true.
Baby sneezes are the scariest sneezes.
And you know how like babies always just like sound sick? Like they're that,
always
like,
sick.
Gooky nose.
Yes, I'm just like, get out of my face.
I literally was like, I was holding him like this and he just goes, Achoo!
Oh,
and they were like, well, I hope you don't get a cold.
So cute,
and I was like, yeah, me fucking neither. Did you see the baby Crocs that I got for him?
Yes, that's so sweet. Was the baby so cute?
He's very cute. He looks like he could literally be mine and TJ's child.
Oh God.
He's like flaming redhead.
Oh.
Let me show you a pic of him. I'm not going to put it in the video. I don't like posting people's babies. I honestly feel like they'd be fine with it, but we're going to keep him private.
I was really curious how Lauren Geraldo is going to do the like having a baby and like vlogging, but did you watch her video?
I watched probably like half of it. I thought a lot of it was going to be her telling people, and then it was just her talking the whole time. And then I was like,
I know, it's really fun.
I want surprises.
I'm sure she'll post one that's like her telling people.
No, she literally was like, I'm going to milk the shit out of this.
Okay, good. As you should.
She was like, I was going to, because they already know the gender and everything. And she was like, no, I'm doing like a whole thing. Like everything's going to be like, boom, boom,
oh, nice.
boom, announcement.
Nice.
So I live for that.
Yeah, she said that. She's like, I don't know how I feel either about like kids on YouTube. She's like, I think I'm just gonna vlog like normal, and of course like the baby will probably be in it a little bit, but it's not gonna be centered around the family or the baby.
I've noticed a lot of people now, it's like they'll film them when they're like fresh babies, and then I think once they start like forming features and like talking,
getting a
they've
life,
stopped doing it.
That's good.
Like Maya, that girl with the twins on TikTok, she stopped showing her babies, and I think it's like maybe because they've gotten a little older. Andy stopped posting his like older child.
Oh, I saw that. There was like an emoji over. Yeah.
And oh my God, I saw other people too. But I feel like that kind of makes sense because it's like when they're a baby, that's like not even what they're gonna look like.
Yeah.
They just like
you don't even know.
Yeah. And like they're not saying, they're just like goo goo gaga.
Yeah. Chew.
And so I feel like if like they're not like forming sentences or words, and like when they start doing that and kind of it's like their brain starts working, I can just see Paris sitting outside the door. Then it's like, okay, maybe we take a step back, and then like until they can be like, we want to do this.
Yeah. It's such an interesting,
I don't fucking know.
like debate.
It's so weird.
Yeah.
What
I think it's picture of the baby.
Picture of the baby. TJ was really good with him, but he was like, I'm so happy I got to give it back. I was like, yeah.
Phew. No baby fever. Oh, yeah.
No, we were like playing with him, and his friend Mark was like, you should get one. You guys are really good. Get one. And I was like, I'm good. Like, I love your baby, but I love that he gets to stay here.
But I love
he's so
my vagina.
Cute. He was wearing his little Crocs. I'm like, God, I love him. It's so, the last time we saw him was like June of last year. And I'm like, you literally were like,
now you're like a human.
A potato.
Yeah.
Now you're like almost walking. It's so weird.
Yeah.
Okay.
Babies are weird.
Well, am I the asshole for lying that my dad was having an affair to prove that my stepmom reads my diary?
Oh.
16 female, my stepmom 40 ? Female. Doesn't know.
Me.
Iconic.
Like 60 something.
She's like in her 60s, 40.
I'd do that.
Ariel is really immature and honestly acts like a 9-year-old sometimes. She's the type of person who makes fun of someone for having a hearing aid or wearing glasses.
Jesus.
That's not Marjorie like a 9-year-old. That's just like a bully.
With the giving Republican congresswoman.
Yeah. She also says bigoted things. Example, there was someone on TV wearing a towel turban and Ariel said, ew, why would anyone want to look like a Muslim?
Is your mother Marjorie Taylor Greene?
Your stepmom?
Stepmom?
No, she's got to be older than 40. So I do my best to avoid her. Good. But Ariel won't stop reading my diary. I found out because she said I wrote rude things about her cousin Loretta and tried to punish me over it. I didn't write anything rude about Loretta, just that she was condescending to me and I didn't like her comments. Dad just told me to respect adults and didn't say anything to Ariel about reading my diary. I've moved the diary multiple times, but Ariel keeps finding and reading it. She'll make comments and say things that she would only know about from actively reading my diary. I told my dad and he won't do anything. He makes an excuse that, oh, you don't know Ariel reads your diary, when she clearly does. I got fed up with it. So I tried talking to Ariel one more time about respecting my privacy and not reading my diary. I then wrote in my diary that I caught my dad having an affair
Oh my God, that's amazing.
With our neighbor, Michael. Ariel ended up reading my diary the next day and freaked out. She yelled at my dad, went to Michael's house, yelled at Michael, and then she drove somewhere else. My family on my mom and stepdad's side all thought it was super funny and told me that I taught Ariel an overdue lesson about respecting privacy and not being so nosy. But Ariel and my family on my dad's side are furious with me, and I'm still grounded at his house. They said that Ariel is just curious and wants to know what's going on in my life, and I should appreciate that Ariel wants to be involved instead of embarrassing the family in front of the neighbor. Am I the asshole?
No, I think that's iconic.
I think this is so iconic, and I don't really know. I mean, her mom's side, if I were her mom, hi P, I saw you there. If I were her mom, I'd be like flipping out at her father. Like, you can't ground her.
I know.
I would never make her go back to his house.
I know. I think
this
it's
is
hilarious. I think it's a really good way to get back at someone who's completely disregarding your privacy.
Yeah. Also, like, not only the fact that like he's having an affair, but an affair with a man.
I know. I love it. It's just so good.
Yeah. Someone left a comment. They were like, I do feel a bit bad for like the innocent neighbor who like she went and yelled at.
That's true. But then
she commented, she was like, no, he's actually really creepy and rude.
Oh,
so
all
like,
right,
I don't feel bad.
I don't care.
Just a 16-year-old, like absolutely killing it.
I mean, play stupid games, win stupid prizes. Don't read people's diaries. You're going to see something you don't want to.
Especially when they ask you not to.
Yeah. It's just like I feel like the number one rule of parenting is like, don't read your kids' shit.
I absolutely will be.
Unless, really? I feel like I'd want to so bad, but I just feel like I can't.
I feel like...
But then it's also like, okay, I'm not going to care about anything as long as it's not like murder or like something crazy. But then it's like...
Oh, no.
But you can write things.
Was like writing like, oh, I got drunk this week, and I'd be like, okay, like, that's good normal for you, but maybe I should start having some more conversations about them being able to talk to me about that.
Yeah.
In a way that's like not obvious.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's hard to say what I would do. I think if they were like a really bad kid, I'd be like, okay, I think I need to take some steps to figure out what's going on if they're not talking to me. Yeah. I don't think I would like confront them.
It's just hard because what if they wrote something that wasn't true? Like this almost, without like, maybe they didn't think that you were reading the diary, but they would just write crazy things for fun.
They're like writing fiction.
Yeah, and you read and it's like the Colleen Hoover book.
I have plans to overtake the White House.
Shit.
Yeah, just like weird stuff.
Yeah.
That is very true. And I'm not in that situation. And I think my like 31-year-old nosy brain at this moment in time is like, oh, I would absolutely read it. But
yeah. I mean, it would be so interesting because like I always say, I always want to go through people's stuff just because it's like, what do you do normally? I
think that's the whole thing is like, I'm thinking about it in a situation where it's like not someone I know.
Yeah, not your own kid.
Because I'm not like connected to
like if your mom had a diary left out, would you read it?
Absolutely, 100%.
I know, it's just like, and it sucks because like now that I think about it, it's like I would want to so bad, but not in a malicious way. No. I'm just like curious.
Yeah, like what are your thoughts?
I love, that. Yeah. I don't know what it is or like seeing people text on a plane.
Hate my daughter.
No, I know. Like how tragic would that be? I read your diary. You hate me. Or like reading someone's text on a plane. I can't get enough.
That's like my favorite thing.
So good.
So that's what I had that whole thing about the privacy screen. Like,
I know.
Ban it.
Ban the privacy
If you're going to ban
screen.
Anything, it shouldn't be TikTok. It should be privacy screens on phones.
And guns. Guns and privacy screens. Okay. Am I the asshole for joining in on my husband's friend's bachelor party?
Oh.
My husband was a groomsman at his best friend's wedding this past weekend. Let's call the friend Ted.
It wasn't even his bachelor party?
No. I like Ted a lot and consider him a friend too. We aren't just as close as he and my husband are. I was not in the wedding party and didn't expect to be. We live on the opposite side of the state and drove down on Friday for my husband to attend the bachelor party. And we're running late, so we drove directly to the barcade where the party was at instead of swinging by our hotel first. I figured I would just drop my husband off, but Ted very sincerely invited me to join the festivities, and my husband was happy for me to join too, so I did. We did the whole barcade thing with beers and pizza and then went to an adult entertainment venue, not an outright strip club, more like an 18+ comedy burlesque show.
Ooh, fun.
We all had a good time, I thought, And I had some good conversation with the other groomsmen, but never felt like I was monopolizing over anyone's time or drawing a lot of attention to myself. Well, me, my husband, and Ted all had a good time at the bachelor party and didn't have any issues. Apparently, some of the other groomsmen didn't like that a woman joined the party at the last minute, and they told the bride, who texted me later saying that I should have just let the guys have their fun and let my husband out of my sight for a few hours. I feel like this is a little unfair. I joined in because Ted was happy to have me there and it was a fun party, not because I felt like I couldn't let my husband out of my sight. And I don't feel like I stopped anyone from having fun. I happily participated in everything that was planned and nothing got changed on my account. Should I have declined the wedding, or should I have declined the invite and kept out of it?
No.
Am I the asshole?
No.
Yeah, it's interesting.
In what world? If she just like showed up?
Yeah, it's like,
sure, but if he's like, oh, come on in, like, come join the fun.
Because I think if I was the bride and I just heard like, oh, so-and-so's wife also came, I'd be like, that's weird.
I'd be like, but
if
great, you now she can fucking babysit them.
Yes, literally.
A responsible woman is going to babysit all these boys.
Yeah, it's just like interesting.
I think it would obviously depend on who it is.
Totally.
To me, this is very funny. It's like giving Sheena at boys'
I was just
night.
thinking that too.
Which I also didn't have a problem with.
Yeah.
I think that because her and this guy like are seemingly pretty close, like who gives a fuck? Like,
I know it's giving like way traditional. And like, I guess if the other groomsmen were like annoyed, then, but it's not their wedding.
No,
it's
it has nothing to do with
the
them.
guy who's getting married invited her, so I think it should be okay.
Yes.
And also, if the bride texted her, why doesn't she talk to her soon-to-be husband about it?
Yes.
And he can explain that he invited her. She was going to go home. He's like, no, just come. Like, we're friends. It sounds like very fun and chill. Like, I like that.
Yeah.
I think it's weird if the guy's like, go away. I mean, obviously, it's fine if you don't want the women there because it's like very traditional. But it's like, I think it's more red flaggy to be like, don't come with us.
Yeah. I'm trying to like put into perspective, like,
like if TJ had a bachelor party, not with us.
And you showed up?
And I showed up? No, it would be like one of his best friend's wives. Not me. Why would I be there?
Well, I like all of them.
Yeah. See, it wouldn't be a problem for you.
I'd be like, oh, they're good.
Yeah.
But I think it depends on, I would like to know what their relationship is like. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Because like when you read it, it sounds like, what the fuck? But then you read it and you're like,
oh my God, no. If he's like, come on, join the fun, then who gives a fuck? You're not the asshole.
Yeah.
And like all those other guys sound like losers if they're going to be upset about it.
Yeah. Like, this is your wedding.
Any boy that's like, boys night. like give me a break.
Red flag.
Grow up.
Yeah. Like obviously it's usually just guys for bachelor parties, but like if someone ends up coming and then you're like pissed about it, it's like, what?
Who cares? Well, yeah.
I don't know.
They were probably just mad because they couldn't like pick up women
and just like be completely like crazy
unhinged.
Yeah.
Ted was probably happy.
He probably was.
He probably was like, these fucking hooligans are going to get me in trouble and she's going to keep me in check.
Ted has a good head on his shoulders.
We stand Ted.
That Ted.
We stand Ted.
We love Ted.
We do. This also is very funny because that happened on last week's episode of Vanderpump Rules. They had like a boys night. That was last week's, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. It was like the last part of the episode before and that like bled into the new one.
Okay, yeah. Yep. What a wild ride. And James was so upset because two girls showed up and he was like, this was supposed to be a boys night.
I love how just like out loud. James is so funny.
Yeah.
I love him in a like weird way.
I'm having like a lot of flipped emotions because I feel like for so long, not that I like hate him. I think he's just like a terrible person.
Oh yeah.
But like he's becoming more of like a character to me.
Yes.
Because he's not being like bad.
Yeah.
He says really just like hurtful things about people.
Definitely said terrible things.
And I think that's what it is for me. And like when he does like the bad, like when he cheats on people, I'm not like, what a dick. I'm just like, no, you're just a loser.
Yeah.
But he says like very terrible
like when he was making
things.
fun of the girls about summer bodies, like that was horrible.
Yes. He just has like really out of pocket, like, holy shit, I can't believe he just said that. Like, what a piece of shit.
Yeah.
But I think he's doing a lot less of that now. And it's more in a like, like he just seems like a little boy.
Yeah,
like his like one-liners aren't like offensive.
Yeah.
They're just like, how did you loud. Think of that? Yeah.
I keep seeing TikTok compilations of like James' best moments and they're so funny.
Yeah.
I think for me too, like, even if I don't like someone, if they're funny, like I'm still going to think they're funny. Like I have a very like,
Yeah.
I don't have that like, I don't hold that against. Well, like it depends what it is, obviously.
Sure.
But like James, like one second he could say something terrible and the next second he could like be that character and I would think it's hilarious.
Yeah. I think for me, it depends. Like a lot of the times I get like the ick. Like I'm like, I can't laugh at what you're saying because of these horrible things.
I see.
But he's not really doing that this season.
Yeah.
Like he's not being
He's pretty
horrible
chill compared to the other seasons.
His frustrations, but yeah, it's funny.
Speaking of terrible, I do have to confess, I started listening to Jackson Brittany's podcast. They put one out today, their first
How
one.
Is it?
Well, it was on the way here,
Wait,
so I only got like
watch
a
what
minute.
happens. What did you?
Yeah.
Did you like it?
It was just like fine. I was expecting like something crazy. I thought he was going to say something like insane, I
Jax
guess.
is like,
but it just seemed very like thought out.
yeah,
And he was trying to make himself seem way better than he is, I think.
he always does that.
I know.
He definitely got new teeth, right?
I think so.
Okay.
Yeah.
It was giving new teeth.
Yeah.
It's also so bizarre to me. I watched that obviously, and there were multiple instances in that when Brittany was like, "Well, you knew this?"
Oh, yes. I know what you're talking about.
And I'm like, how are you not telling your wife these things?
Yeah.
Like you're
when he said,
still
he's been cheating for a long time.
Yeah.
Like, what?
You're still keeping these men's
Yeah.
secrets?
Of course.
Like you look like a dick. I don't know if you know that by you saying you know of all these women he's been hooking up with, that makes you look bad
yeah,
too.
I know. He like doesn't know.
Like what a dum-dum.
Do you think they're going to come back?
Jackson Brittany to the show? No.
I just don't really know at all.
I don't think so.
Just like random.
I feel like he's too like headstrong. I feel like
I
right
think
now
he would in a heartbeat if they asked him to.
Well, they asked them to film
Oh.
on this season.
Oh,
with
for
the
Sheena's
new
wedding.
drama
Oh.
of like the Tom of it all.
Right.
But I'm pretty sure they declined.
Interesting.
And then they did Watch What Happens.
Interesting.
I think he's probably like holding on to like the no we quit
Yeah.
storyline of it all.
It's like, how do they, I don't understand.
far.
How do you like make money?
I literally don't know.
I mean, like, of course, maybe they have like investments and stuff, but who knows? I don't know how that works. Brand deals,
But like
Jenny
how
Craig
much, I
or
don't know.
whatever
Well,
she does.
we know he's not making good investments because he gave Randall at least $100,000.
Oh my God. Horrible investments. Terrifying.
I don't know. Wait, what was the podcast like? I don't know.
Honestly,
if I,
I got like
two
a minute in because we live so close. I haven't even like gotten to it.
Oh.
So I don't know. I just like started it.
The thing is, like, I feel like I like Brittany and I loved her dynamic with the girls.
I know.
But at the same time, I'm also like, but you're with like the worst
I
man
know.
ever.
I want them on the show, I think.
I know.
Because
I
as
think
much as like I obviously like don't like Jax as a person, like I would never be besties with him, but I just think he's just like, he brings a little bit of humor. He brings craziness, stupidness.
I think he's just like too like vain and narcissistic to not be like the lead character.
Oh, the number one man in the group.
Yeah. He could still be the number one man in the group, but he just won't be like the lead of it all.
Yeah.
And now that he's like married with a kid, it's like, how dramatic can your life really be? Like his
That's
whole
true.
role is like the whistleblower.
And a cheater.
Yeah. Yeah.
So like, hopefully you're not doing that still.
I know. So I don't know. I feel like maybe they could convince them.
I would assume. Did you see he posted the text messages the day they were recording the reunion? He texted Sheena, Ariana, and Lala in a group.
Fucking roll my
I
eyes
was like, why
so
would you
hard.
post? Like, it was so obvious
He's
why you would
such a
post
loser,
it.
yeah.
I know. It's like you're just wanting people to be like, oh, they're all friends.
Yeah, because he's a narcissist.
Yeah, it's so funny.
He's like, oh, look at me.
I love it. Bring him back.
He's like, watching him on Watch What Happens, though, I honestly, the first half, I was like, oh, it's nice to see them on. And then by the end, I was like, well, I'm
I'm
done.
done.
I don't like you.
Yeah.
So much. We were just like, what? When we were watching it.
Yeah.
It was crazy. He's the worst.
I can't like remember everything. I also watched it on TikTok live.
I
but-
also just feel like he like, I was watching, there was another interview where they did, and someone asked him another question, and Brittany had the same reaction.
Yeah, there were
She
a
was
couple
like,
times.
What?
Yes.
What? How did you know that?
Yeah.
And it's either like, okay, he's either just like super shady and doesn't tell his wife fucking anything.
or he's just making it up.
Yeah.
Yeah. I was getting lying vibes
Yes.
for sure.
And it makes me feel so bad for Brittany because then I'm like, well, how come you don't fucking tell me anything?
I would be really freaked out.
You've just known that, and her and Ariana are wicked close.
I know.
So it's like, you've just known that he's been cheating on one of my closest friends and you didn't tell me. Like, I obviously would have told her. I would be like, bye.
But I don't know if he like really knows that. I think he meant like from Miami, like the Miami girl.
No, he said within the last 2 years.
Oh, right. And then she's like, but how would you know that? I feel like they haven't even hung out. Like, how would he know? That's why I thought he was lying. Because aren't him and Sandoval like not friends?
How would you know that?
Yeah. So I'm like,
he's so weird.
Oh, I wanted to add in this TikTok live I'm watching. So it's this one girl who like will show it, and then during commercial break she'll talk, and she's like very like good on the internet.
She just holds it, or does she like prop it up?
She probably props it, I would think.
Okay.
But after the episode, Peter comes on. Like her
TikTok?
Yeah, they like know each other somehow, and so Peter will be a guest on her TikTok for like 5 or 10 minutes after, and they just like chat to the audience.
What a get.
I know. I loved it. Peter's so sweet.
He is sweet.
What?
Peter just like gives me weird vibes.
I mean, yeah, but he's just like sweet.
Yeah.
I know what you mean.
You know?
Yeah.
I'm like,
yeah,
it's
I could just see him with like an open shirt, like
I
look also at my chest
am like thinking of current Peter with all these that like Raquel scenes, so I get even more like creeped.
The Raquel stuff gave me the ick a little bit with him.
Oh
but
yeah, I feel like editing probably didn't help in his favor.
Yeah, but I do think he's like a very sweet human, and like it's so sweet that he like comes on. He's like, every Wednesday I'll be here, just like let me know, and he just chats with people and just like a little sweetie.
It's so crazy that he like literally just works at SUR.
Yeah, he's a full-blown manager at SUR, like in real life. Love it.
How crazy. Okay.
Yeah. Got anything else to add?
No. Like 8,000.
Oh, Jesus. Okay. Well, thanks for being here, guys. It's been a long podcast.
Has it?
About an hour and 35 minutes so far.
Wow.
I think we've gone to 2 hours before, but
well, we have. Yeah, we definitely have.
Yeah, but pretty long. So again, this will be up Tuesday on Patreon. Usually it's Monday.
Back to normal.
But back to normal next week.
All of April, Sunday.
Oh God, no.
I'm kidding.
Monday in April. And then every Wednesday, the audio and video comes out.
I planned a trip for like 3 weeks.
Well, then it could go up on Sunday.
Wait, I'm not actually going anywhere.
Yeah, you can't. Not for 1 month.
No, I'm so excited.
Really? Just stay here?
Mm-hmm. We're getting our heat fixed on Friday.
You are?
Yeah, but I'm a little nervous about it because, well, we can talk about it after.
Okay.
You guys
I feel like they don't know all the details, and I'm very curious how this is going to work.
Mm-hmm. I will tell you, though, it's $10,000, so.
Oh, my God. It's probably won't.
So
wait.
Please,
do you want to know my medical bill is?
Please watch the podcast.
Please.
Yeah.
Go sign up for our Patreon. We need money. My surgery and everything without insurance, guess how much? I just saw it today.
$130,000.
Oh, no, it's actually way less.
Oh.
$67,000.
Okay.
Fucked. Like if you don't have insurance.
Okay, what was it with insurance?
Okay, I'm very confused because my deductible is I think $4,700, but it says I owe $7,000 something, which I don't understand that. Why do I owe more than my deductible? We could talk about this after the podcast.
Well, Okay, so you would pay $4,700.
Yes. Says my responsibility is $7,000 something. I'll show you on the app.
Yeah, mine was like $6,000.
But it was over your deductible. Yeah. But was that over your deductible?
I don't remember.
I'm just like very confused.
Medical, it's a scam.
It's a whole scam. Like such a scam. Like I pay so much fucking money a month.
So much money.
Yes, I pay so much money a month to have good insurance. Still had to pay $400 copay when I got to the emergency room. Still owe.
You had to pay $400?
Yes, $400 copay.
Jesus.
Right. Isn't that weird? I thought it would be like 50.
I guess the emergency room.
It's crazy. I had no idea. And like honestly at the time I was like whatever.
Specialist doctors, it's like $80.
Oh yeah.
So I guess that probably makes sense. I guess I just haven't frequented the ER recently.
Yeah, I know. It was like my first time really like being in the ER for me. It's crazy.
Welcome.
Thanks. Loved it.
That
almost died.
Is so crazy. That's so fucking dumb. $7,000. Mm-hmm. Well, $14,000 or $17,000 between the two of us. So make sure you guys are listening to the pod.
Please, for the love of God.
You know what? Also, that's so fucked up too, because like that it doesn't even do anything in your body. You have to get that dumb ass thing removed For what?
Right?
What did you even do?
And it almost killed me.
Sue Jesus.
I'm suing the church.
He created man.
No, it's so annoying. And I'm like confused because it looks like the most I'm paying for is like the room and board. Like everything else, like anesthesia and all that shit was like all covered. But it's like just the room and board. I need to get like an itemized list because I'm very curious. And people say to do that and you're...
Oh, they didn't give you one?
It might be on there. I haven't like really looked very deeply. So hopefully it is on there. But I know that there's like ways to like not have to pay all that.
You got to do a lot of work.
Yeah. So we'll see. I go to court. We're on the TikTok lives.
Judge Judy. I just don't think this is fair that I have to pay for this.
It's not.
No, I feel like at Judge Judy.
Yeah, like if I was in Canada, this would be free. So why do I have to fucking pay? Also, we pay so much in goddamn taxes.
Also, just paying for fucking insurance.
That's what I'm saying. Mine's like 500 something a month.
We gotta go.
Okay, sorry. Just please watch and listen because we need money.
Bye.
Bye.